Good stuff. Oh, speaking of good stuff, here he is himself, Mr. Steve Corino, who we recently got to see in the world title picture. And with him, Yoshihiro Taijiri, one of the all-time greats. Here we're going to see Taijiri team up with Super Crazy to take on Jerry Lynn and Little Guido. Meltzer's going to say some real good wrestling here. Actually, the match was hurt by a meaningless double turn where first Guido turned on Lynn and then Taijiri turned on Crazy, and it ended up with Taijiri pinning Lynn after a brainbuster. He gives it 3.25 stars.
Honest question here. Has Dave Meltzer ever shit on any Japanese wrestling at all?
Yes.
He has.
Yes.
All right. It had to be few and far between.
Yes. Now, that being said, he's shitting a lot of, like, he likes a lot of New Japan. New Japan's probably his favorite promotion. And you guys have been accused of that a lot. You know, that, Dave Meltzer's on the payroll of AEW. That's not true. But, you know, well, it's back to that negative shit where people.
Again, if you've tweeted out Dave Meltzer's on payroll of AEW, again, here's a little test. Look into a mirror. You see a piece of shit looking back at you. That's you.
Well, hang on now. In fairness, we know for sure AEW employs pieces of shit. I mean, that's how you got your gig.
Yeah. Bring it back. Slap Tony around. He's the punching bag here. Well, treat him like a super crazy.
I like when you get excited.
Yeah, I just, potential for a very good match here. Wait a minute.
Is it really?
Yep. Really? I don't know. Super effing crazy. Damn, I wish someone would come around and slap your hand and we could see it. It's like they go to one corner, they go to another corner. Here they're coming towards you, Conrad. Here, come on, turn. We're close.
There I was.
Did we miss you? I didn't see you. Where were you wearing?
I don't know. I think I was wearing a blue long sleeve sweater gimmick. Standing next to Clint from Hershey. He's got on like a white sweater and maybe like a bucket fishing hat or something. That's me right there, bottom left.
Oh, okay. I see you. Well, very cool.
Hey, so it's my wife's birthday. You got any advice? I mean, by the time you're listening to this, it's a little later, but you got any advice about wives' birthdays? Can you drop some old man knowledge on us here?
I think you should have her leave the house for go out and have go to a spa, and while she's at the spa, make it an all-day thing, nails, pedicure, facial, massage. While she's at there, you should have a painter come in and paint one of the rooms gray.
Okay. See, if you were on Patreon, you would get the reference, but none of our listeners here listen to that.
Conrad's house, the Conrad Edison, which was very colorful at one time, is now all gray. The rooms are gray because that's the fashionable color, as we know, for homes these days.
I thought I had a pretty nice house. Turns out I was wrong. Needed a lot more gray.
Well, happy birthday, Megan. The stuff that she puts up with.
She puts up with.
Oh, I was talking about when she was growing up. I'm sorry.
It's what I have to put up with.
Okay. I didn't mean that she has to put up with your shit. I meant when she was a kid, all that stuff, being the kid of a wrestler and, stuff like that. I got it. So here's Steve Corino. I wonder if he's talking about how much he loves Terry Taylor.
I doubt it.
Maybe. Okay.
I mean, seriously.
Yeah. I wonder if anybody's ever done that, right?
No, not that I can think of.
Corino was a great performer, though, but no denying that. And he'd be a guy, if I ran a wrestling company, I would probably hire Steve Corino to beat the fuck out of Terry Taylor.
I think he listens to our show as well.
Corino does?
So we got that going.
Corino's a baseball guy.
Yeah.
Big baseball. Yeah, big baseball guy.
I think he considers himself a Tony Schiavone fan.
Oh, well, good.
I mean, not what you're doing now. You know, nobody. Nobody.
No,
likes
but
that shit.
no, I get that. Well, that's good. And Steve, do me a favor. Just next time you're backstage at in one of your shows, Terry Taylor turns his head, just whack him in the back of the head and say that's from Schiavone.
Oh, I thought you were going to say next time you're backstage at one of your shows, put in a good word for me. The jig is almost.
Listen, don't go there, fucker.
Whoa.
Okay. Yeah. Don't go there, fucker, because I'm happy.
Dude,
here we go.
You're being very rude.
Oh, hey, full-blooded Italians from Italy.
Italy. By the way, it's Matt Coon walking to the ring. He's bottom bunk, top bunk, of course, little Guido. And by the way, little Guido, that's not completely accurate. He wore a size 17 shoe.
You know what they say
about big shoes?
Yes, they do.
Big feet.
Exactly. How many referees do we have in this match?
All of them.
What's the storyline here?
I'll play a little audio here for Guido.
Dare you not pick me? Everybody knows Little Guido is the #1 draft pick for this tag match. Well, that's a darn shame, Guido, because as the most powerful man in Extreme Championship Wrestling, I pick what the match is. You're gonna pick my match? Oh, yes, I am. Quite a quandary you're in, Guido, not having a partner for this one.
You should pick Big Sal.
You need to get it. He needs to get it. Just like these millions of people need to get it. I call the shots around here. You ain't calling the shots around here.
You may have to call him in for a meeting, Joey.
That's who calls the shots around here. Can we get a camera on Paul Heyman? There's the owner and executive producer.
Excuse me, dickhead.
That's our boss.
Yeah, nice
You
example.
call the shots around here? You call the shots around here? No, Steve Corino. Birmingham, Alabama knows. I call the shots around here.
Heyman is psychotic when he gets a microphone in his hand. Look at him.
Now you want to go and screw up everybody's plans, and you want to pick as Taijiri's partner, Super Crazy. That is one hell of a fucking idea. But Mr. Corino, you are oh so wrong, because little Guido does have a partner tonight. Hey, don't keep on clapping at me, Sal. I know you got the clap. Stand there and shut the fuck up. Little Guido's partner tonight. Since you want to choose Taijiri's, I'll pick Little Guido. And Little Guido's partner tonight, if it's all right with Birmingham, Alabama,
So there you go. Little Guido. Wow. Jerry Lynn coming in here, and we've got still a ring full of referees here. I like seeing Paul Lee do a little mic work.
Oh, I do too, because he's tremendous. And not only that, what a pop he got when he came out, huh?
Absolutely. They were ready for him. And Jerry Lynn has been a ECW favorite, going back since, I don't know, probably the beginning of '99. So he's had a great one year run here, or he has been deemed the new fucking show.
There you are. No, wasn't you? Whew.
Why would you say that was me?
I was a big guy, and then all of a sudden I noticed I had blonde hair. So.
Come on now. You're just being hurtful.
I know you like blondes, but you weren't blonde back in the day.
I don't really like it like that.
Okay. I mean, your wife is blonde, and you always thought that blonde. You and I have talked about this. You thought that the prettiest girls are blonde girls.
No, I don't. I know, son. My eyes work.
Okay. And I always thought the prettiest were brunettes. And that's just the difference between you and me. It's not that I don't think that there are not beautiful blonde women out there. There are. But to me, the most beautiful women in the world are like that.
I love that. Literally, when you said that, we heard Lois's text message come through. I love you.
Yeah.
Somewhere in the house, she was like, shut the fuck up. I love you.
She does that a lot. Shut the fuck up.
I love you.
Which, can I ask you this?
Yes, please.
The Conradison is a big house, big, gigantic house.
Whatever that means.
Okay, it is. So I was wondering that, because Lois and I were talking about this the other day. We do this a lot now. Instead of calling out each other's name, do you just text each other in the house?
No.
We do all the time.
Really?
Yeah. I'm up in the bat cave and she's down in the kitchen, or she's over in the bedroom, or maybe she's in her sewing room in the basement, and we'll just text each other back and forth instead of actually. Yeah, we do a lot of that.
No, I mean, listen,
hey, I need to shut off.
When I'm taping with my co-host here, she and I will text, but why would we? I mean,
well, maybe it's an age thing. Maybe it's that or a lazy thing that we just don't want to get up and go talk to each other. It used to be she would shout, "What do you want for dinner?" And I would shout back, "I don't know. What are you going to order?" But now she just sends me a text. And she says, "What do you want for dinner?" And I say, "My daughter and my wife are texting back and forth. Talk amongst yourself just for a second, okay? Say something nice about me."
All right. Tony Schiavone is a real piece of shit. Hear him every Wednesday. Well, whenever he feels like showing up live on TNT, you can hear him call Current Wrestling, or at least say, "That's right, JR." Exactly, Excalibur. But if you want to hear him call wrestling the good old fashioned way, fire up your WWE network and watch some old WCW, where he will try to convince you that every time Evan Courageous had a match, it was the greatest night in the history of our great sport. Of course, we know different. And I guess really I'm just as guilty of that, because I'm forcing everyone to watch ECW from the year 2000, where everyone knew, at least in wrestling, that the promotion was dead, except for the boys in the ring and the marks in the building.
Okay, I'm back. Did you talk well about me?
Absolutely. I put you over real strong.
I know I could depend on you. Thanks, buddy.
You're welcome, buddy.
I really appreciate it. Okay. So, Jerry Lynn, one of the great guys in wrestling.
Without question.
Without question. And one of the great performers. And again, another one of these kids who did a lot of crazy bumps back in the day, and certainly is later in life, his body's paying for it, but he's kicked out, and he's doing quite well, I should say, and a good buddy and a good performer. Well, I'm glad you talked well about me, Conrad. Thank you. Anyway, we were talking about texting, and I had to turn off this text.
We should also mention that you and I have a big show coming up right here in Huntsville, Alabama. You know, since we're talking about homegrown stuff, since this is an ECW show from Alabama, we're actually going to be doing a little bit of a ha-ha here next month. You should come check us out. It's February 5th at Stand Up Live. You'll be doing a live broadcast on cable for wrestling that Wednesday. And then right afterwards, just a couple of blocks from it, Stand Up Live, yourself, Jim Ross, myself. Sounds like a good time to me.
Sounds like a great time, and I can't wait to be able to sit down with you and JR, and not only that, be able to meet some of the fans and talk to them. We do it up close and personal, as the old cliche goes. But also, I want to say something about Stand Up Live. I've been there a number of times. What a great venue that is.
I think so too.
It really, really is a top flight comedy club.
I like it. And by the way, great people there. The rumor and innuendo is a great close personal friend of the show. Cassio Kid might be there as well.
Well, I hope he brings Big Booty Judy without her snakes and her tarantula.
Well, I don't know that you know this, but her New Year's resolution this year was to travel with her pets more.
Really?
I mean, she's already she's got the bearded dragon on a goddamn leash. It's real. Not making that up. So
that's one weird woman.
Well, she married Cassio. What? Clearly she's not all there. You know what I mean? Like,
I get that.
I love her, but goddamn, married an adult baby.
I know.
What do you think of this ECW show so far?
I'm enjoying some of the things they're doing.
You're trying to be nice. And I appreciate it.
No, I like Jerry and I love Jerry Lynn, as you know. Super crazy. I was kind of got into his stuff because we've seen his stuff before. And you know what? There's nothing wrong with out of a tilt-a-whirl attempt with a tilt-a-whirl slam to just go right into just a arm bar.
No, that's good stuff.
Yeah.
You want to call some action here? I know it's been a long time since you've been able to really call wrestling. You want to take a step?
No, I don't want to call any action. I have to charge you for it under contract,
You don't do it there either.
Why do I just lob them softballs to you? Just here comes a comment. Okay, I'm gonna underhand this one to you. Here it goes. Ready? Whoa. Whoa, shit. He knocked that one way out of the park. All right, here. Try this one. Here comes kaboom. Whoa. It's kind of like the baseball home run derby games on video games. Kaboom.
Hey, you and I didn't talk about this, but what did you think about the big Florida Bowl win? I know you hate Florida.
Mm-hmm. Fuck them.
Really?
Yeah.
It's a pretty fun game though. What about, we didn't talk about this either. Oklahoma just getting it fucking ran up in them by LSU.
Wow.
What's the last time you saw a beatdown like that? 63 points LSU put on them.
Yeah, that was pretty terrible.
And what's really fascinating to me about this is that Oklahoma is now 0-3 in the playoffs. 0-3. You gonna give JR any shit about that? If you ever go to the show? I know sometimes, I know you hadn't been to a show in a long, long time, but.
No, I decided not to get him, give him any shit. Cause he and I talked about it going into the game against LSU that,
he knew they were going to lose.
Well, yeah, he said this could be ugly and he was right.
Well, I'm not that friend. I'm an absolute dickhead, probably to the surprise of no one listening. Mm-hmm. So I was there for him and I texted him right before kickoff and said, good luck, buddy. And then like 2 hours later, I hit him with a text and said, beat the traffic. At that point they were up like 5 touchdowns and it's like, man, I see you on TV. What we used to do? I mean, you need to ride. You're Jim Ross. Just go outside and wave that hat around. Somebody come rescue you from this bullshit.
Yeah, it was not a good day for him.
Yeah,
but that's okay. You know what? You love your team. Unless you're like me, a Washington Redskins fan, then you get to the point to where you're really hating your team. But you love your team, thick or thin. Meanwhile, the fans going nuts for someone coming off the top away from and the chant of ECW. Fuck what's going on in the ring.
It is
well,
quite the scene here.
yeah. Well, he is
Sam,
super crazy.
Look at there. Look at the young Sam from Atlas Security.
Yeah, I see him backing people away there. Wow, 20 years ago, Conrad. Where has it gone, man?
Crawling through the crowd has always been one of my favorite things about ECW.
Mm-hmm. It's one of the things that made him unique. Meanwhile, I got some good shit going on in the ring. These two guys can really get it. Watch. I always wondered about and of course, whoa, fuck. That had to hurt. Power bombed him, but I mean, snapped him down. I always wondered, I think we've talked about this before, the communication in the ring that you need and how difficult it may have been when you speak two different languages. Wow, look at the Jerry. Woo! Oh, some good shit going on here, guys. I guess you knew terms and things like suplex. I don't know.
How about that with the bridge, man?
Yeah.
Pulling out all the stops here.
Yeah, they are. They're doing a hell of a job. And it's kind of funny. They, once the other guys got on the outside and the fans were going crazy with that, the two guys in the ring, man, they kicked it in high gear.
What's the big leftover in this holiday season at your house?
Well, since we didn't have anything at all, I was kind of disappointed this year. This is the first time in my life that we did not have a Christmas tree.
Wait a minute. What?
We did not have a Christmas tree at our house.
Why not?
Because we celebrated Christmas Eve at my daughter's house, Laurie. We celebrated Christmas Day at Chris's house. The day after Christmas, we were back at Laurie's. And the day after that, we were back at Laurie's again. So we spent all of our holidays, we spent somewhere else instead of our house. So we have this gigantic Christmas tree, and we just decided that we're not going to put up one since we weren't celebrating Christmas at our house for the first time ever. Does that make any sense to you?
Yeah, but it's stupid. And in hindsight, you regret it, right?
Oh, yeah. I mean, it was, with the exception of what made it great was didn't have to take down a tree. That's always good. But no, we didn't have a tree, and it's the first time in my entire life we didn't have one. So needless to say, we didn't have a tree. We didn't have any leftovers. My daughter's house, there was plenty of honey baked ham left over.
Honey baked ham sucks.
It does not.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't. No. That's a goddamn Southern tradition.
Yeah, but it's not any good.
And then at Chris's house, we had plenty of turkey left over.
That means he didn't make it worth the shit.
No, I mean, Lois made it. She went over there and made it, so it was great turkey.
So it wasn't worth the shit. Hey, so let's talk about this. When it comes to cranberry sauce, tell me how the Schiavones do that.
Well, we do two kinds. We do the kind that I like without the berries in the shape of the fucking can.
Yep, that's the only way.
That's the only way. Lois likes the berries. I'm thinking, what the fuck?
The berries.
Yeah, you can have the berries in the gel. You know what I'm talking about. The cranberry. I don't want a berry. I want the
wants
the goop.
That shit.
Yeah, I want the goop, man.
The goop.
I want the goop. So there was plenty of that. There was plenty of macaroni and cheese left over because we love macaroni and cheese. And
well, if you love it, why was there so much left over?
Because we have a big family and we always make too much food.
I got you. Consumer.
That's the thing about the holidays. Just too much food.
Boy, you're just hating life.
No, I like life. My life has changed so much that I'm just kind of disappointed about it. So now Guido turns on Lynn. Comes in a big hug from Steve Corino, that son of a bitch. Who's the guy on the right with the blue shirt? Is that Big Dick Hurts again?
That's Wildfire Tommy Rich, you motherfucker.
Well, shit, Tommy pretty big back then, wasn't he?
He's been over like Rover for a long time.
Well, Tommy, somebody say something about Schiavone not knowing my name.
My goodness.
Sorry about that, Tommy.
We'll play the audio here.
Dusty Rhodes!
What? Corino just got a thing with that guy.
You're not a fat, old, beat up, washed up piece of garbage like the American dream, Dusty Rhodes!
When will Steve Corino ever learn? Here comes the bull of the woods,
And
Joey.
when Dusty Rhodes was here, I would kick his ass like I did last time!
Bionic elbow, Joey. There goes victory. Taijiri. Tommy Rich. It's like watching a pinball game. He's been doing it for years with a lot of success. Gonna drop the big one. The most electrifying move in the history of sports entertainment. The Dream's elbow. And that's about a 330-pound elbow dropped across Tommy Rich's chest. It's Rhino. It's the rookie monster Rhino. Rhino laid out the Dream. Corino's rookie monster Rhinos attack the American Dream. You know what I mean? I'm a big fan of Corino and Rhino, but no one likes to see a legend get laid out like that. Corino's got Dusty's hat.
So what do you think? A little surprise run-in action of Dusty Rhodes in Birmingham. Rhino gets the heat on him. Locker room clears out of baby faces. Corino takes off with Dusty's hat. This is good stuff, is it not?
Oh yeah, I like it. I was like, whoa, when I saw him show up. But also I was carefully looking at the fan reaction. Since we're in Birmingham, a lot of fans had a great reaction. So there's some fans who are like, no, we're ECW. We don't want any WCW guys here. Did you get that too?
Well, yeah, you certainly had
Yeah.
sort of the newer school, we don't want the legends. We want the young guys. But dude, Dusty was at his classic Dusty right there. And
Oh yes, he was.
Paul Lee in there to check on him. This is good stuff.
Yeah, they brought out the entire locker room, it looked like, to check on him. Which is, yeah, that's good stuff. Really, really well done. And I'm sure Dusty never showed up until he got paid first.
He's just business, baby.
That's right. You're not gonna get the American Dream coming from Atlanta. And when I get there, you got a check that's gonna clear. Cashier
Paulie,
check
ain't
with
about
money.
no bullshit. All right, now I'm gonna need my money in folding bills. You hear me? Hand it to me, the folding money. I don't want none of the jingles. Better not be no ink on there. Don't want to see your signature nowhere near my money. I heard about that bullshit you've been pulling on little Guido. Big Dust, they gonna put up with that shit.
Oh God.
Is he in your Mount Rushmore?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, he is. For many reasons. I mean, we talked about different Mount Rushmores. Wait a minute, he's coming over towards you. Come on, keep that camera on him.
He didn't make it that far.
He didn't make it that far. So anyway, there are different Mount Rushmores. There are Mount Rushmores of workers. There are Mount Rushmores of who are over. The Mount Rushmores of guys who could do promos. But yeah, he's on my Mount Rushmore. And okay.
Not your classy podcast. Watch a long time not to laugh. Lowest rules can't pass. This wasn't the initial plan. Tom Zigg's a good-looking man. Klondike Bill, make a chair.